To have this lady with me tonight, Vestal Goodman from the Happy Goodman family,
Yes.
gospel singers. And I learned something about you during the break I didn't know.
Did?
You told me you never get nervous before you perform.
No, I wait till it's over.
When it's all over, you get nervous?
Then I go, oh.
Why? All these years you've been performing, why?
I don't know. It's just ignosecond, I guess.
Well, do you just worry about maybe you said something wrong
Yeah,
or didn't do something exactly right?
Yeah, you can get your mouth in gear, and sometimes you can't get it into idle easy. And then it's over, I say, oh, God, what'd I say? What'd I do?
Well, you've done it right for a long, long time. This lady is a living legend and has an award to prove it in gospel music. How long was the Happy Goodman family an act?
Well, with Rusty, Sam, Howard, and me from 62 to 80.
Now, Howard is your husband.
Is my husband, and Rusty and Sam is his brothers.
His brothers. Now, Rusty and Sam are deceased now.
Yeah, they've gone.
And you and Howard, are you both carrying on, or is it primarily just you?
Well, we both are, but a lot of it is me. Howard, he likes to go, but you have to motivate him. All you got to do is say it's time, and I'm gone.
You're the old war horse of the
I'm the war horse of the thing.
I don't mean that in an ugly way at all.
That's true. I understand that.
I saw an article in the paper this week, something about you that I did not know. It said that you were with Hank Williams.
That's true.
When he wrote the song or got the idea to write Kalijah?
Kalijah.
Tell me that story.
We were down in Alex City, Alabama. I think the paper said Alexandria or something. It's Alex City. And there was a whole crew from the Opry down there. And out in front of this little camp where we were staying in these little cabins was a wooden Indian. And Hank stood out there and watched that and wrote Poor Kalijah.
Did you know Hank very well?
Oh, yeah, we knew him. We worked several tours with Hank.
Ironically, over our shoulder, Gene Shepard is on stage singing Mansion on the Hill as we're talking.
I
think, Hank, are you here?
Yeah, where are you, Hank?
You worked shows, but you were doing gospel, but
we
they
were
were
doing gospel,
In those days, they mixed a lot of gospel and country together.
Oh, yeah, they mixed a lot of it together. We worked with a lot of the country artists way back then, but that was back in the early 50s.
And I think tonight you're going to do a Hank Williams song too, aren't you?
I'm going to do I Saw the Light. We sang that I was at the Ryman and sang that in the late 40s. And so on the opera stage, why not sing I Saw the Light?
Absolutely. And you're going to do another one of my favorites that Rusty Goodman wrote, I think. I Wouldn't Take Nothing from a Journey.
We did a lot of videos with Bill Gaither and all, and Bill put together one with the Happy Goodman family, or with the Goodmans and other guests. And the name of that video was Journey, The Journey.
Taken from that song?
Taken from that song.
Tell me the story of how the idea for that song came about.
Oh, that was so neat. We had a little man in our church. See, Howard and I pastored a church up in Kentucky for nearly 30 years. And this little man in our church was such a precious little man. But a lot of people said that he was a little, not altogether. As Larry Gatlin would say, a cup and saucer shy. But when in the service he'd say, he'd stand up, whether it was proper or improper, and he'd say, I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. And Rusty was playing organ at the church at that time, and he'd hear that over and over and over. And he came in one day and he said, that's a song. And he wrote, I wouldn't take nothing from my journey now.
Wow. I was telling somebody today, one time I went back to Athens, Georgia, where I started as a disc jockey, and they asked me to write an article for the local newspaper on what it was like to come back, and I wrote it around that song title, I Wouldn't Take Nothing from a Journey now, because that says so much.
Would you, Bill?
Absolutely not.
I wouldn't take anything for our journey. And I don't have a card. Last night they let me put a number on the screen, but if the people wanted to get in touch with us for that, they could call our 800 number. Can I tell you what it is?
Okay, real quick.
I'll do it real quick. 1-800-717-7773.
Okay, well, that's easy to remember.
That's easy.
717-7773. I can remember that.
There you go.
I can remember anything. Vestal Goodman, it's so good to have you on the Grand Ole Opry.
It's good to be here, darling.
And I'm sure looking forward to hearing you sing in a little while. We need to pause for these messages. More on Opry back.
Guesting with us tonight, Vestal Goodman. We'll just go back on stage and Holly Dunn.
Your boots and everything else. We've got a real treat for you. And I think it's only fitting that a preacher's kid gets to bring out a living legend in gospel music, one of the most fantastic singers of all time, 'Miss Vestal Goodman'. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wandering so aimless, life filled with sin, I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. But I have traded wrong for right. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more in darkness, no more in night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Now I was a fool to wander astray, but straight is the way, narrow's the gate. Oh, like a thief, he's gonna come in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more in darkness, no more in night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrows inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more in darkness, no more in night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrows inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I was a fool to wander astray. Straight is the way, narrow's the gate. Oh, like a thief, he's gonna come back in the night. But praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more in darkness, no more in night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrows inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more in darkness, no more in night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrows inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Happy Goodman's been going a long time. Bill Gaither produced a lot of videos for us with a whole bunch of them, but he produced one that features the Goodmans. Bring Howard and John Minnick out here. And we're gonna sing one that says it all for us. I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. And I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. Gotta make it to heaven somehow. Though the devil tempts me and he tries to turn me around. He's offered everything that's gonna make all the wealth I want and worldly fame. If I could still, I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. Sing, John.
I started out traveling for the Lord many years ago. I've had a lot of heartache and met a lot of grief and woe. But when I would stumble, then I would humble down, and they would say, "Wouldn't take nothing for my journey now."
Well, I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. Gotta make it to heaven somehow. Though the devil tempts me and he tries to turn me around. He's offered everything that's gonna make all the wealth I want. World of fame, if I could still, I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now.